It's official. The crown of irresistible charm has a new king. In 2025, Sam Heughan, the Scottish actor who has captured hearts worldwide as Jamie Fraser in Outlander, was announced as the sexiest man alive. The news broke with a dazzling magazine cover reveal, and within minutes, social media platforms were ablaze. For many fans, this was long overdue. For Sam, it was a moment that blended pride, disbelief, and a touch of humility. The announcement came from one of Hollywood's most prestigious lifestyle publications, which has crowned leading men with the title for decades. Yet this year, the choice of Sam Heughan felt both inevitable and refreshing. On the cover, he stood tall in a sharp tailored suit, his piercing blue eyes meeting the camera with a mix of warmth and quiet intensity. His rugged features, tousled hair, and the aura of confidence he has honed over years in the spotlight gave the photograph the power to stop readers in their tracks. The editors cited not only his undeniable looks but also his charisma, grace, and the cultural impact of his role as Jamie Fraser. Sam Heughan embodies timeless masculinity, modern charm, and genuine kindness. He isn't just sexy, he's a phenomenon, the feature declared. The reaction was instantaneous. Twitter erupted with hashtags like #SexiestMan2025 and #SamHeughan, with fans posting their favorite Jamie Fraser moments, behind-the-scenes photos, and clips from interviews where Sam's wit and charm shone through. One fan tweeted, "It's about time the world recognized what we've known since 2014. Sam is the definition of sexy." Another posted, "Jamie Fraser was my first TV crush, and now Sam Heughan is officially everyone's." But it wasn't just the fans celebrating. Fellow actors and colleagues chimed in with their congratulations. Katrina Balfe, his longtime Outlander co-star, posted a playful message on Instagram. "Finally. Took you long enough, Sam. Don't let it go to your head." The comment quickly amassed thousands of likes, as fans delighted in the chemistry between the two stars that has fueled nearly a decade of rumors, speculation, and admiration. For those who have followed Sam's career, this recognition felt like the culmination of years of dedication. Before Outlander, he had been a hard-working actor, treading the boards in theater and appearing in smaller television roles. It was only when he stepped into the role of Jamie Fraser that his star power truly ignited. The character, a rugged Highland warrior with a fiercely romantic heart, became an international icon of passion and masculinity. Viewers around the world fell in love with him, and by extension, with Sam. What makes this crowning moment so significant is not simply that Sam is attractive, something fans have known for years, but that he represents a broader definition of what it means to be sexy in 2025. He isn't the stereotypical Hollywood playboy. Instead, he is a man who balances vulnerability with strength, professionalism with humor, and global fame with genuine humility. In interviews following the announcement, Sam reacted with characteristic modesty. "It's a huge honor," he admitted with a laugh. "But honestly, I think my fans deserve the credit. They've been calling me sexy for years, and I just hope I can live up to the title without embarrassing myself." His humility, far from downplaying the moment, only made him more endearing to admirers. The moment also sparked celebration in his home country of Scotland. Local newspapers hailed him as a national treasure, and fans in Edinburgh and Glasgow proudly declared that their Jamie Fraser had officially conquered not just the Highlands but the world. Tourism boards even hinted that the title would further boost the Outlander effect, which has already drawn thousands of fans to Scotland to walk in the footsteps of Sam's character. Yet, amidst the global applause, some voices pointed out that such titles often carry expectations and scrutiny. The pressure of being the sexiest man alive can magnify the spotlight, turning every appearance, every role, and even personal choices into matters of public fascination. For Sam, who has always maintained a balance between openness with his fans and privacy in his personal life, the challenge now lies in carrying the title without losing the grounded authenticity that has made him so beloved. Still, for the moment, the triumph belongs to him. As the confetti of headlines settles, Sam Heughan stands as the newest face of timeless allure. Fans, critics, and even skeptics agree on one thing: In 2025, no one better fits the title of Sexiest Man than the actor who brought Jamie Fraser to life and continues to captivate the world with every glance and every smile. And yet, as the celebrations rage on, one question lingers in the air. What does this title really mean to Sam Heughan? Is it simply a playful crown of admiration, or does it mark a new chapter in his journey as one of Hollywood's most magnetic stars? The glittering title of Sexiest Man 2025 might appear to be about looks alone, but for Sam Heughan, it represents something far deeper. In the aftermath of the announcement, as interviews rolled in and congratulatory messages poured across social media, a more meaningful conversation began to take shape. What does it really mean to be named the sexiest man in today's world? And why does Sam embody it so completely? For Sam, the recognition was as much about his journey as it was about his image. Those who have followed his career know the path wasn't paved with instant stardom. He grew up in the Scottish countryside, far removed from the glamour of Hollywood. His early acting years were marked by long auditions, rejection letters, and stage roles in small productions that rarely caught media attention. It was persistence, not privilege, that carried him through. Winning the title in 2025 wasn't simply a nod to his sharp jawline or his piercing gaze. It was an acknowledgement of a man who built his career brick by brick, never giving up on the dream. The story also speaks to his discipline. Fans are well aware that Sam's iconic physique isn't an accident. Over the years, he has openly shared the grueling fitness routines required not only for Outlander's demanding scenes but also for his own lifestyle. He co-founded My Peak Challenge, a global fitness initiative encouraging people to push their limits while raising money for charity. In doing so, he demonstrated that being sexy is not about vanity, but about health, strength, and inspiring others to be their best selves. It's this blend of outer and inner qualities that made the title resonate so powerfully with his fans. In 2025, Sexiest is no longer defined solely by chiseled features. It's about confidence without arrogance, charisma balanced with humility, and the ability to use fame for good. By these measures, Sam Heughan was the obvious choice. Of course, the recognition did not come without debate. In an industry that thrives on comparison, some critics questioned whether Hollywood's fascination with Sam stemmed too heavily from his role as Jamie Fraser. Was he crowned because of the character rather than the man himself? Others argued that such titles reinforce outdated standards of masculinity. But even in critique, one fact stood firm. Sam had become a symbol, not just of physical allure but of timeless charm that transcended generations. What set him apart in 2025 was the way he embraced the honor without letting it define him. In interviews, he often laughed about the title, calling it embarrassing but flattering. He emphasized that while he was grateful for the recognition, he hoped fans would continue to see him for his work, his values, and his passion for storytelling. That humility, ironically, only amplified the appeal. Fans flooded comment sections with messages like, "He's sexy because he doesn't even realize how sexy he is." The cultural ripple was undeniable. Within weeks, Outlander viewership surged again as curious audiences revisited the series that made Sam famous. Fashion brands reached out to collaborate, eager to attach their names to Hollywood's newly crowned leading man. Charities tied to his initiatives saw spikes in engagement, proving that his influence extended far beyond entertainment. Perhaps the most touching response came from Scotland itself. Local communities celebrated the honor with pride, viewing Sam's achievement as a spotlight on Scottish talent and heritage. For them, he wasn't just the sexiest man in Hollywood. He was still the hometown boy who made it to the world stage. The juxtaposition of global acclaim and local loyalty reinforced the authenticity that has always defined him. And yet, as much as the world applauded, Sam himself continued to downplay the hype. When asked what being named the sexiest man meant to him personally, he smiled and said, "Honestly, it means I've got to work even harder. Titles fade, but what lasts is the work you put out into the world." That mindset resonated deeply, reminding fans that true sexiness lies not in the perfection of appearance but in the dedication to purpose. So while the title may glitter on glossy covers, its real impact lies in the conversations it sparks. What does it mean to be sexy in 2025? For Sam Heughan, it means resilience, generosity, and the courage to remain authentic under the brightest lights. It means balancing the demands of fame with the humility of someone who never forgets where he came from. It means redefining masculinity not through dominance, but through kindness and strength of character. As the year unfolds, Sam's crown as the sexiest man alive may inspire endless admiration and debate. But one thing is clear. In a world quick to chase fleeting beauty, Sam Heughan has shown that sexiness, at its core, is about something much bigger than looks. It's about heart, humanity, and the power to inspire. And that is why, in 2025, he wears the title more perfectly than anyone else could.